So in this video, I want to talk about how to actually practice scales. So you may have had a teacher at some point who told you to go up and back down the scale and do that with all the scales. That's not how I practice scales at all. Now, maybe if you play an instrument like the violin or trombone or something like that, where intonation is always something that you have to be very careful of with, like every single note. I don't want to contradict your teacher if that's what they tells you to do, but for the purposes of learning how to improvise, I think the most important thing to do when you're practicing scales is to just play the scales. So let's say I want to practice a C Dorian scale. This is what it sounds like when I practice the C Dorian scale. Notice I'm not at any point going up the scale and then back down the scale. I'm doing a little bit of some enclosures there. I'm doing some patterns. I'm maybe practicing more of one part of the scale and less of the other. Like let's say you're not as comfortable with the higher part of the scale. Then, what's the point in going? Because you want to practice those higher parts more, so you should be playing more in the higher parts. So that's all I want to say in this video here is don't worry. When you're practicing scales, it's also an opportunity to practice your improvising. So basically always be improvising. ABI, always be improvising. So I'm practicing a C Dorian scale right now. It may sound like I'm doing some improvising, but that's me practicing that scale. Now I want to let's say I want to practice another scale. Let's say I want to practice like B flat Lydian dominant. So I'm just playing all kinds of stuff around that scale, using that scale, doing some patterns. I'm not just going up and down the scale. I'm actually, even like from the moment I start learning a scale, I'm already starting to kind of improvise with it a little bit as I learn the first few notes and then the next few notes. So, and so forth. So that's all I wanted to say. Let's say I want to practice, like three different scales. Let's say I want to practice like G, A flat, and A. You'll never hear me do this. Partly because I play guitar, so it's a little silly just to slide up a fret. It's not really practicing anything. But in general, if I want to practice those three scales, I'm not just running up and down the scales, but I'm just sort of messing around with them and focusing on the parts of the scale that I feel the weakest, playing those parts more, and just always be improvising, even when you're practicing scales, as opposed to just running up and down the scales.